Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
Glad to have you with us for another reaction from George Jones. He stopped loving her today. So this is our first introduction to George Jones.
Yes.
Never heard of him before. We know he's country music. I've heard the name, but I've not heard his songs. And from what I understand, he's pretty renowned in the country community and the folklore of George Jones. That he was, I think, an older artist. So I think this song that we're doing today, I believe, is from 1980 or somewhere around that.
Okay.
That year.
I've never even heard of him, so.
Yeah, I kind of knew that. But you do know the name?
No, that's what I mean. Like, I've never
Okay.
even heard of him. So
Okay.
this is brand new for me.
Sorry, I tend to talk too much. So, so George Jones, as I think, like I said, well known. This is from 1980, though, where, from what I understand, this is like post his career, being at his prime, at his peak. I think, from what I understand, he was struggling when he made this song, and then this song kind of revitalized his career, if I'm getting that
Breathes
correct.
new life into his career.
Yeah, so this is a suggestion, and sometimes you guys, after we do it, will be like, you guys shouldn't have started here with George Jones, which I could imagine that may be the case with this, but we can always go back in time further
his earlier stuff.
get to appreciate some of his other stuff if you guys think that's a great idea. But we wanted to at least get some George Jones on the channel, and this was a recommendation, so we figured, why not?
Yeah.
So the song is He Stopped Loving Her Today. I think it has something to do with the breakup. But not entirely sure other than that. We just did a little bit of a backstory on George Jones, had some substance abuse issues, had some trials and tribulations. I think that kind of led around this song being made. So
It's a little bit shorter, too, 3 minutes.
yeah, well, I mean, I think some of the country songs that we've been doing recently have been a little bit shorter. It's the rock stuff and the heavy metal that tends to be a bit longer.
Yeah.
So we're accustomed to the shorter ones because from our landscape of music, that was the norm. But the heavy metal and the rock stuff, we were like, 9 minutes, what? So anyway, so 3-minute song. So interesting to see what it's all about. You ready to check out George Jones?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
He said, I'll love you till I die. She told him, you'll forget in time. As the years went slowly by, she still preyed upon his mind. He kept her picture on his wall, went half crazy now and then, but he still loved her through it all, hoping she'd come back again. Kept some letters by his bed, dated 1962. He had underlined in red every single I love you. I went to see him just today. Oh, but I didn't see no tears. All dressed up to go away. First time I'd seen him smile in years. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today.
So I was getting it was a very sad vibe, a sad song on the way the music was composed. You got the harmonica in there.
Yeah, I think the harmonica gives it a very country feel, though.
Yes, it does, for sure. It's a very, very country song, but it's a very melodic, like, sad sound that I'm
Somber.
getting. Yeah, somber song.
Yeah.
Starting with, love you to death, basically, right? And then now speaking from the perspective of her,
Yeah.
right, and the wreath, and that he was smiling today for the first time, but there was no tears anymore. So basically saying he loved her the whole time
Yeah.
until his death.
Yeah.
And now he's passed away, and
Yeah.
this is her perspective of seeing him now that, he's gone. So
Yeah.
he stopped loving her today,
Because he had, yeah.
right? So it's kind of a sad song in that, the love story that never was, I guess, or was and didn't,
Ended.
end the way you would have
Yeah.
given a storybook ending. And that's what I was saying when I was feeling the music being that
Yeah.
way. So I think from the composition standpoint of the song, really a great job by the writers, but even his performance and his vocal, the music, as we talked about the instrumentation. So I think really
Yeah.
capturing
It
this,
brings out those emotions.
yeah, and so interesting introduction to George Jones.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is representative of him as a whole,
Yeah.
but like I said, I caught it as soon as they said the wreath standpoint. I was like, oh, this is what's happening. So
Oh no.
yeah, so let's run it back a little bit.
Upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. She came to see him one last time. Oh, and we all wondered if she would. And it kept running through my mind. This time, he's over her for good. He stopped loving her today. It placed a wreath upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today.
I think that's a really great song. Just the way it's all put together, the instruments that they have in there, I feel like fit perfectly.
Yeah.
And then he does a good job of, I think, bringing in the peaks of his vocal at the right points to emphasize certain lyrics in the song.
Yeah.
And if you listen closely, you might not really understand what the song is about unless you really listen closely to it. But I think when you do that, you can really bring home the magnitude of why this is maybe more of I don't know how popular it is, but I think it would be a renowned composition just from the songwriting and the musical standpoint of maybe, people don't listen to this all the time, to make them feel good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
but
fair.
I think, from the musical composition, like I said, I think I could see why it would be a renowned country song.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I feel like you said, it the lyrics, like the message is there, but it's very subtle. And I feel like if I wasn't listening, I might honestly not even have picked up on the true kind of full story of it, because they don't really outright come out and say what happens, right? It's just kind of
just with the first
that are
sentence,
implying,
right?
Or exactly, or implied, right? So, but I think it, like you said, it sounds very country. I really like the harmonica, especially in that beginning portion. I feel like it really sets the tone and the vibe for that. And I feel like his vocal sounds very good too. I don't know how old he was when he recorded this, but for somebody who was, supposedly going through a lot of personal issues and, some challenges with the substance abuse side of things and stuff, I feel like his performance was really good.
Yeah, agreed. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our reaction to George Jones. He stopped loving her today. I would like to know what else is out there from George Jones, and if this is representative of him as a whole, or if he's got a completely different style. I'm sure he's got versatility if he had such a great career. But you guys can let us know in those comments. We always appreciate the guidance in those comments, and we've got we got a fair amount of country on the channel now. So if you enjoy country in general, you can subscribe and come along for the journey that we're on, and check out some of the artists that we've got. We got George Strait, we got Alan Jackson. I really have added quite a few Alan Jackson songs to my playlist. So you can check that out, or we got other stuff too. We got other genres, we got sports, we got comedy. So if you want to, hit that subscribe button and come along for the journey that we're on, and we can go to the next George Jones track together maybe. All right, you got anything else to add?
No, not really. I would be interested in hearing more stuff from him, especially maybe some of his earlier career, and to see how he kind of progressed into this spot. But yeah, that's it, and thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Take care.